Okay. I'm going to try this live chat here. I think that I'm doing this right, although I could be wrong. So, hey, John, how you doing, buddy? I guess it's working now. I was going for 8 minutes there and didn't know what the hell was going on. That's for sure. Talking about some NBA. I've been doing that earlier here. Thanks for all the guys tuning in here. Thanks for tuning in and being a subscriber over here. We've been trying to give you some great free plays. So hopefully you've been enjoying those. Been on a little bit of a run after we kind of hit the skids here. So you got the good free play today. Be sure and watch the video. Talking about odds to win the conference championship. Some of these series prices I was talking about. That means anybody see any upsets, in the series prices right now. I was looking at a few of these here. Portland, New Orleans. I'm trying to figure out the underdogs. Mainly I think you're going to see a lot of underdogs out of the East, but at the end of the day, here, Portland, New Orleans plus $1.90 looks tasty for a flyer for $50. A lot of action on Utah. Plus 115, Oklahoma City minus 135. A lot of action on Utah and Las Vegas right now. I talked to Matt Holt yesterday. He runs 7 books out there in Vegas for CG Technology, Canner Gaming, and a lot of sharps hitting Utah in that series. $1.15. And I tell you, Cavs minus 650. I mean, 3 out of 4 regular season times, Indiana beat them. 2 games by only 6 points. They're catching 6.5. I mean, Pacers plus 480. I'm putting $50 on them in that series just for the payout. It's worth the stretch. What's up, Altcoin Dan? Thanks for tuning in. Jeff, thanks for tuning in. John, Isaac, thanks. I mean, anybody think the Pacers is worth the stretch at plus 480 in that series just on a flyer? Yeah, Kevin, I agree with you. I mean, that looks that line's still holding at 6.5 too. I wrote down some of these lines. I want to switch screens here, but nonetheless, I like the Pacers in that game. I mean, that might be a premium play. I haven't put my plays up yet. I was waiting to see if they got any line swings here on Friday before I start putting them up overnight, but that looks awfully tasty. Sometimes when it looks too good to be true, it usually is. And maybe Cleveland hits the next level button, at home. But the Pacers defense, you got the team with the better defense, catching a hell of a lot of points. It means at some point in time, power ratings and looking at basic handicapping techniques, you get this late in the season. Teams have been playing good defense who aren't winning. Utah, somebody asked me about the Thunder there. Yeah, I mean, they're laying 3.5. Utah could win that series. I mean, really, the Thunder scare me, dude. Steven, your boys scare me. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right, Kevin. The Thunder and Jazz are the hardest one. Is the hardest one to pick. That's going to be you can easily see that going the full length of that series. I think it's going to be a back and forth. You're going to be worn out after playing that series. I can tell you that. And that's something you need to look at going into these second round games. As teams 1 versus 8, and I was talking about this 1 versus 8. Let's see, the last 212 games, the 1 seed has won straight up 154 times. And teams in a 1 versus 8 series that are down 0-3 and they're on the road, they're 8-24 ATS. These 1 versus 8s, 2 versus 7s, they're going to have some rest. And some of these middle games here, these teams are going to knock themselves out trying to get it done. So, Yeah, John, I get you that. Yeah, James turned it on last year in a postseason. You know, the thing of it, too, you talk about Toronto. What's the 800-pound gorilla in the room with Toronto? Well, they can't win in the postseason. Are they going to get by, Washington? Yeah, Washington just limped in here, but I wonder how far they're going to go because, I'll tell you what, the winner of that series, they're taking on Cleveland. That's going to be interesting for sure. What's up from Dallas, Howard Lee? Thanks for following Mike Davis. By the way, check out Mike's live broadcast docs. Mike's a great guy, good handicapper. I spoke with Mike this morning on the phone before he did his live thing. Thanks for coming over. Philadelphia might be into something in the East. Toronto, Philadelphia in the finals. If not Cleveland, but the Sixers might be there. I agree. It's amazing to me with the Sixers how well they did after Embiid went out. Because during the regular season, when he was sitting out rested, they play a game, they get their ass handed to them. They got that backcourt going. That's the big thing with Philadelphia, the way their backcourt is playing. Now you get Embiid back in there, well rested. He might be a little rusty out of the gate, but, at the end of the day, yeah. Philly, there's 3 teams there in the East that can win it. Toronto, Cleveland, Philly, Boston, I think, is out. Yeah, Miami's a tough out. Miami's kind of an enigma wrapped in a riddle. You don't know what you're going to get out of them, but that, with Highsmith in there in post up against Embiid, that's a good matchup for them, to neutralize them. But bear in mind, I think the backcourt of Philly is a lot better right now. I mean, Redick's playing the best basketball of his career right now. Jazz are going to lose it. Jazz are going to lose it. Roberto. Hi, Roberto. Yeah, I do think the Pelicans can win against the Trailblazers. I do. I think that's a real tough series. Jazz are going to lose it. Should be Jazz giving, not taking. Well, my money is on the Thunder. Yeah. All right. See some videos say Rockets all the way. Yeah. Well, let's talk about that. I mean, they're the number 1 seed. They played better than Golden State all year long. Golden State has been unhealthy. They look like dog shit in their last game. Now, you can say what you want to say. They're resting up or whatever. But at the end of the day, there's a lot more momentum and chemistry and different things going on. Curry sitting out the first round, which they really don't need him. But it's going to be interesting to have the way Golden State sputtered down the stretch and how Houston's rolling in here. And they're going to win 4 games, in a row here and be out of this series right away. Yeah, I think Houston can win it all, And I don't see anybody in the East being able to trade punches with them. And if Golden State's on their game and healthy, I don't see anybody in the East can trade punches with them either. Who's going to stop them? Liking it. Tony, go Raptors, go Leafs. There you go. Hockey last night. Hey, I screwed up on my video this morning. We had Columbus last night, and he won it. I didn't lose the hockey playoffs last night. We had Columbus. They won. He got another underdog tonight. I don't talk a lot of hockey. I just hire a guy to do it. He hasn't done this well this year. I mean, I'm transparent. He sucked, but he's picked it up here, 12 out of his last 18. And winning last night. So hopefully we'll get you a winner in hockey here tonight as well. Jazz may be the best half-court D in the league. I agree. Thunder struggle in half-court. Yep. You're right, Rashid. You're absolutely right. If I got to lean in that series, you put a gun to my head, I take the Jazz. Just plus 115 in that series? Yeah. And it's tough to play in that altitude out there. Don't forget about that. That's a serious advantage for home court, especially back-to-back games. You want to be looking at teams against Utah in back-to-back games when they're on the road playing out there because it does take its toll. Just put that in the back of your mind. Yeah, Flinter doesn't play for the Spurs. Yeah, I agree. I think he's gone. Rockets Golden State's going to be the real championship. Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Kawhi Leonard, no, I don't think he'll stay with the Spurs next year. I think there's some bad blood there, a lot more than they're letting out. One thing about San Antonio and public relations and press conferences and news getting out, they're much like the New England Patriots in the NFL. There's not a lot of dirty laundry aired, but I think Leonard's gone. Yeah. What's my favorite sport? But as a fan, college football. NFL, my favorite NFL, NBA, my two favorite sports to handicap. Yeah, my favorite sport. I grew up in the college football mecca, college football, Lincoln, Nebraska. So always been a college football fan. Any thoughts on a person wanting to be a capper? Well, Artez, rethink it. It's a thankless job, buddy. 18-hour days, and you can work your ass off every day and go 0-3, and you can work your ass off and go 3-0. It's a tough profession. I really like Quinn Snyder the way he has team playing. Yeah, Rubio played big. They're going to be tough, man. I'm telling you, Jazz are tough out here, dude. Now, I haven't been impressed with Oklahoma City all year until late. Yeah, they got Westbrook, but this big three combination, they thought it was going to dominate like Golden State when they brought Durant over. It never happened. But Westbrook's one of the best ballers in the league. Whenever he's on the floor, you got a chance to win. I mean, so say what you want to say about how much you like Utah Jazz, their defense, and all this, that, and the other. If Oklahoma City is clicking on all cylinders, they're tough. But you're right. Jazz get them in a half-court game. They're going to have an advantage. Plus, playing out there in the altitude, they are too. Yeah. Crazy stats. Few of the road teams will struggle. New Orleans, yeah. Yeah, I know. And a couple of times there, Davis didn't play this year too. But that being said, yeah, that trend. Again, trends, look. Thing about trends is there's a lot of handicappers out there that handicap games based solely on trends. I'm not a big trend guy. I'd say maybe 15, 20% of the emphasis I look at, besides situational analysis, injuries, all the other things, last 5-game stats, all those things, I will look at some trends. And some teams own certain teams, home and away and all that. And you got to carry that into the conversation. But the postseason is different than the regular season. It's a different animal a little bit. Things are a little tighter. Teams are a lot more focused, So, yeah, but I know that a lot of that is has to be taken into consideration. Yeah, Rashid, I get that. Yeah, I know. I don't think he'll be there. What series, Rashid, what series you talking about you don't want to touch? Alex, my good buddy Alex. Yeah. T-Wolves have enough to steal a game versus Houston. The Rockets roll easy. T-Wolves are a year away, brother. I think Houston rolls them. I think they go in here and they rest. Houston knows they're going to end up playing Golden State. They're going to want to get games out of the way and get as much rest as possible. Honestly, what are they laying, 11 the first game? Yeah. Over 7.5 or under for the Cubs game. Well, that number's sharp. That number's sharp. I got a hell of a baseball play tonight, my biggest one of the year. It's a side play. I hit a totals play on the top play Wednesday, but don't forget that. Get over to Docs and check it. I'm not going to sit here and hype up plays for you and, be Wayne Root Jr. But, at the end of the day, over under in the Cubs game, I'd probably go under. What are the Celtics' chances against the Bucks? Pretty good. Teaser bet's good. I don't do teasers in anything but the NFL because of the fall number scenario. So I don't do teasers in basketball or college or pro or any other sport. I do teasers in the NFL because of the fall numbers and being able to manipulate the number through a certain line. So that being said, do I see any value in the Pacers price at 5+10, Andrew? Hell yeah. That's worth the flyer. I talked about that in the opening. You must not have been here. They beat them 3 out of 4 this year. They got the better defense. They're catching 6.5 tomorrow. Yeah, it's worth it. I'd throw 50 on it. Look at the payout. You got 50 to spare, skip a bar tab tonight. Yeah, throw it out at plus 510. I had plus 480. That's going up. Cleveland should be laying minus 650 against anybody in the series, to be honest with you. Thank you. Thanks, Jose. Appreciate you stopping by. Okay, yeah, Matt, you think teasers win? Go ahead. It's just not my cup of tea in the NBA. It really isn't. Kevin, the guy is not legit. Okay. Come on. Thanks for stopping by. Well, appreciate that, Roberto. Yeah, I work hard. I'm a regular person. You know, I got a life just like everybody. I took out the garbage at the curb this morning. You know, made my own coffee. 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm up at 4 because we have to have plays up at 10:30 Central Time in the morning every day at Docs. So I get up at 4 a.m. every day, looking at box scores, results, even though I look at them the night before to 11 or 12 at night Central. But yeah, I'm glad to say I'm a good father. I like to think so. You know, Giants. Do you use Odd Sharks for sports info? Not really. Championship runs through Houston. Yes. I see some upsets first round. Yes. Mainly out of the East. Let me get back to you, Brian, on San Francisco Giants. I'm going to open up another window. I hope the camera stays on. Yeah, I played them. I played them the under in Arizona here the other night. And they did pretty well. I'm trying to stick mainly to baseball or basketball here today, guys. Ross versus Block. San Diego can't get out of their own way, dude. Yeah, Giants minus 110, 115, 113. Yeah. Let me look at a hitting average here real quick. Padres are hitting 294 their last 5 against Southpaws, buddy. That's why that line's so low. And Giants only hitting, let's see who's pitching. Tyson Ross. I don't know. Usually if it looks like a dog turd and smells like a dog turd, it is a dog turd. I'd stay away from that Giants game. Cheers from Costa Rica, Luis. Thanks for tuning in, baby. I appreciate it. Rashid 76ers, they easily could make it to the finals. I wrote something down on that. Well, they're going to get through Miami, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as everybody thinks it is there. And then they got to play the Boston-Milwaukee winner. Yeah, if they can get by Miami, I think they advance to the finals. Yeah, I do. The life of a DT, the life of a capper is a thankless one, buddy. Good, bad, or indifferent. I tell it like it is. And when it gets bad, you get a lot of people coming in. Your lowest common denominator, human filth. And when you're on this 8-game winning streak, it's crickets. You know what? I don't care about accolades. I'm trying to win money. I'm betting these plays I'm putting out, and had a tough year in college football this year, an embarrassing year actually, or college basketball. And 25 years, 26 years now you have them, but it's my chosen profession, and I'm used to it now. I'm conditioned. Got a lot of good sources over at Docs, and glad to be over here and having a good NBA season and off to a killer start in Major League Baseball. So, yeah. Yeah, I got you on that. Thanks, Nicholas. Yeah, Ty, I'd give you the middle finger on your Angels. Guess what? You're probably going to kick their ass again tonight. Yeah, Royals suck. Royals can't hit a bull in the ass, a handful of rocks at the plate. They get a runner in scoring position. They can't move him. Angels just kicked the crap out of them last night. Yeah. Angels, yeah, above 500 team. I think let's give it some more time. Yeah, Jamie, 76ers in the final could be. Thanks, Lenny. Appreciate it. I'm getting through some of these. There you go. Kevin DT just answered your question. You know what? I don't talk about competitors, and Steve Stevens, I'm going to say it one time, is really not a competitor because he's not a legitimate, documented in the industry. When he got that show, nobody in the industry had ever heard of him. I know everybody in the industry, but I don't talk about the demerits of another handicapper or another handicapping service or company. I talk about the merits of my own. And Doc Sports has been around since 1971. I knew Maury Mosman, who started it. He was one of the first handicapper guests on my radio show in 1998. His son Wade runs it now. And you can't walk into any sports book in America without seeing a Doc Sports Journal. We just brought on Scott Spreitzer. I'm going to have a big media machine out there in Vegas heading in for football. I'm moving out there in about 6 weeks. And so Docs is a legitimate company, and that's the one I talk about. I really don't talk about anybody else. And they can say what they want to say about me, and I don't give a rat's ass. Okay. Spurs out first round. Yeah. What about the Raptors? Yes. Yeah, we talked about them. Let's see if they get the monkey off their back, brother. They've just stunk in the postseason. Rule changes in football change. Yeah, rule changes in football did make some difference, especially the 2-point, the field goal moving back, that etc. We can get during football season. Houston, too much of a deep. Yeah, they got a deep bench. Much love from Sydney, Australia, Jamie. Here's to you, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. Do Celtics survive the Bucks? Davi, barely. Oh, you're doing Philly. Yeah, there you go. Talking about baseball. Let Rashid talk about that. Let's see here. Yeah, there you go. Golden State under 211. Looks like a good play. Yeah. That line, I had a drop on that too. I was looking at line drops. Yeah, that opened at 209, went up. People like the over there. So you got some line value. Yeah. Thanks, Roberto. Yeah, Indian Cowboys, good guy over there at Docs. You know what, Kevin? This isn't something I'm going to do every day. The live, just because I've got so much work to do. You know, when I'm done putting out plays for one day, I'm already looking at the next day's rotation pictures. And, you know, I don't have a lot of time, believe it or not, to do this. We've got college spring games coming on now. I'm going to be working on, I'm going to go up to the Nebraska game on the 21st, which is my birthday. Cheers to me. I don't like celebrating birthdays at my age. But I'm going to try to do live chat at least once a week, maybe twice. So, yeah. Think Golden State covers, blows out the Spurs. Yeah, okay. I see that. Who do you think should not be laying down points in the NBA? I don't know exactly what that means, but I don't think Cleveland should be laying 6.5 against Indiana, round one. NHL playoffs, long, tough grind. Yeah. Can the Wizards cover 8 tomorrow? Boy, that's sharp. I think Toronto will get that by double digits, honestly. Yeah, Hornets fired their head coach. Yeah, yeah. About time. Yeah. Nick's head coach. Yeah. Well, remember something, Ruiz, and I appreciate that. You don't bet till you see my videos. These are free plays we've been giving you, and it's been an unbelievable 130 and 90. Or 140 and 90, pardon me. I mean, that's an unbelievable record for free plays on video. There's nowhere to, I'm not lying to you. You see them every day. We update it. You know what kind of runs I'm on. But remember, they're free plays. My best bets are not these free plays. But I do take an extraordinary amount of effort in being a low volume handicapper, which means I have a low volume amount of games I put out daily. Like baseball, I haven't had 2 games in one day all year. I'm 11-3. But I have 3 or 4 I really like, and I narrow it down to 1. So those free plays I'm giving you in almost any sport are games that were on a very short list anyway. And hell, sometimes they're better than the ones I put out. So yeah, but I appreciate you saying that. There you go, Davi. Hell yeah. Oh, there you go, RB12. Yep. I was just out in Vegas last weekend, baby. I had a good weekend. My premium plays and won a shit ton of money. And I had some money on Patrick Reed as my long shot on my Masters article. So, yeah, my Vegas paid for my weekend. I like that. And trust me, I've been on the other side of that coin too. So, Brian, Canada, love college football. Got it, baby. And I've never got into handicapping Canadian football, and I don't know why. Scott Spreitzer, who we brought on board, does a lot of Canadian football handicapping. And we got other guys that do it over at Docs as well. But, yeah. Yeah, Mark, your Wizards are super tough to predict, dude. They're another enigma wrapped in a riddle. Although they're in the playoffs, they've been one of the more disappointing teams in the league this year. I think they're going to have trouble against Toronto. Yeah. I hope I'm wrong, but they think they're going to have a lot of trouble with Toronto. Unders Blue Jay Indians. Oh, yeah. Well, you're welcome. RB12, Toronto, Cleveland, Golden State, Houston, all will cover. There you go. Yeah, thank you, Jose. Yeah, appreciate it, Brian. It's like we're just we're just talking NBA playoffs here, but the Indian money line looks good. Yeah, too good. Too good, bro. Just saying. Hello from Lincoln, Nebraska. I lived there 28 years, Rick. Was on ESPN radio with Chris Schmidt and Bill Dolman up there. Average Joe Sports Show for 8 years. I left Lincoln in 2006. I miss it. I miss Valentino's. I miss Runza, Taco Inn, Amigos, Chris Meat Burrito. Yeah. My mom lives in Lincoln. All my best buddies live in Lincoln. Thumbs up. Yeah, Scott Frost going to turn things around, brother. I'll be up for the spring game the 21st. Yeah, appreciate that, Mark. You know what, Kyle? I don't know what a full season of baseball is. I don't price it. I don't know, $600-700 maybe. You want to go over there and check it out? You can call customer service and say Tony was on live chat on YouTube, and he said, "Give me 25% off the season package." Ask for Wade. Say Tony said that. To give you 25% off, you're interested. Who coming out of the East and the West? I think Houston's going to come out of the West. I don't know who's going to come out of the East yet. It's a crapshoot. Toronto, Philly, Cleveland. One of those 3. Oh, $750. Is that what it costs? I don't even know. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it, brother. Let's see. Best series bets. We're going to wrap this up here in a little bit. let's talk about it. Golden State. Talk about these lines real quick. Golden State laying 8 against San Antonio, total 211. Philly -7 against Miami. Toronto -8 against Washington. Portland -5.5 against New Orleans. Who you guys think dog cover tomorrow? There's got to be one dog cover tomorrow. I'll tell you what I think. I think it's New Orleans. That's my dog cover. Yeah, Mark, lay off. Live to fight another day. I can't change lines. Once I put these plays out in the morning, by 6 o'clock at night, they're all over the place. So, look, if you're getting plays at Docs and they're released at 10:30, bet the sons of bitches then. That's how you do it. So, Philly won't cover. There you go. Jesse likes the Heat. +7? I think it's going to be a little more difficult for Philly than people think it is. And Dwayne Wade's an old cagey veteran, too. Come on. Yeah, no experience, inferior coaching. Embiid. Yeah. Philly won't cover. The Bulls aren't playing there, donkey. I'm seeing if I missed some of these. There you go. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Yeah, we'll try and do this at least once a week, have some fun with it. Series odds, I'm going to give you my best bets. I'm going to take New Orleans on a flyer +190. I'm going to take Pacers +480 to 510 on a flyer. Best bet favorite on a favorite, I'm going to lean Boston -150. I don't think Milwaukee can. Steve is a hell of a coach, dude. Come on. Those are going to be my best bets for series odds. Don't forget, if you want a baseball package, I told this guy earlier, 25% off the season pass. Just say you watch it live on YouTube. So there you go. You can do that. Don't forget 7-unit Major League Baseball. My strongest play of the season this year in Major League Baseball, 11-3 to start the season, goes tonight. So game of the month. It's nice. Those of you who've been with me all season, we're all on house's money. Won 9 units the last 2 days. So nice to play on the house's money. Yeah, 76ers don't have inferior coaching. I agree with you, Rashid. Throw an underdog money line. What underdog can win outright Saturday? I just told you, buddy. New Orleans. They think win outright. Davis is a freaking stud. That boy's a baller. Big time. Big time baller. You know, so's Lillard. I mean, don't get me wrong, but they think win outright. I can't read Arabic. You like Miami +7, Toronto -8, New Orleans money line. I can see that. Roos Chris 05, thanks for following me, buddy. Join Ghost Picks people. Doc has been strong. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in, Win with Jimmy. That's all right, John. Utah to beat OKC in the series straight up. Yeah, I think they can, Mark. That's what I talked about. You know, the thing about Utah, again, you get them back-to-back days at home. You want to fade the team. You know, you want to fade their you want to fade Oklahoma City there. That altitude's something, dude. You know, back-to-back days. That might be when they get them, and they're playing defense. And as someone stated earlier, Oklahoma City is very uncomfortable in a half-court offense, and Jazz play half-court defense about as well as anybody. And Snyder knows that, their coach. So that's what they're going to see. They're going to have to overcome it. If they don't, Utah getting their ass a little bit. So, yeah, Jose, I'll do a free pick video tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do that. No problem. Okay, there we go. Okay. Kyle just got off the phone with Wade. Got hooked up the entire season, $560 and change. No big deal. Take it to Vegas. There you go, Kyle. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Really do. So, look, those of you that jump on board, I'm low volume. That's it. You know, we wager responsibly. I appreciate the business. Every time I win, I'm happy. And every time I lose, I'm freaking pissed off. You know, you put out every play knowing you thinking they're going to win. You know they're not, especially in pro sports. But boy, we try awfully hard for you here. I wear my heart on my sleeve. You watch my videos, you know it. You know, and I had a shitty year in basketball, in college basketball, worst year I've ever had, and it was painful. But we'll bounce back. We learn and made some changes for baseball after the second half of last season. Look how it's paid off. So you're never long in this business long enough, 26 years to learn. So I do appreciate you jumping on board, buddy. Eating Wolves. Oh. And by the way, Wade's a great guy. You call customer service over there. You're talking to the owner of the company. There's no, silver-tongued devil waiting to, blow a bunch of smoke up your ass, as I like to say. No, he owns the company, and Guy, the other rep, is a customer rep. I just had drinks with him and Wade last week, a few too many. We like to work hard. We like to play hard. Come on. Went down the Atomic, down on Fremont Street, threw back a few, talked. But these guys typically take care of our customers. And we know that you call in there pissed off and I lose a big play or Joe Blow does, they'll listen to you, make sure you get your profit guarantee. We want everybody to win money. We tell you like it is, and we're best customer service in the business. That is a bar tab, baby. Thanks, Timothy. Appreciate it. Yeah, I do tell like it is. Sixers versus Thunder. Thunder rolls. Huh? Maybe. Live video to talk baseball, Mark. We'll do that next week. We'll talk some baseball, just what's going on. We'll just do it. We'll do a baseball one / NBA combo, talk about the day's games in baseball. And we'll try and do it latter stages of the week, maybe even on a Friday again, because, hey, the weekend series are starting, and you might be able to get some series prices and talk about them then, So, yeah, we'll talk a little bit about that. Kevin, I don't know. I haven't really well, if you're live once a week, what day will it be and what time? It'll be around 11 in the morning Central, noon Eastern. People may catch it over their lunch hour that way on the East Coast. Why does his mic sound terrible? Probably because I'm just using the computer mic. I'm primitive. I'm not a techie. I'll set something better up down the road. I don't have a headset and the thing, and, not my deal. Sixers run over. Okay. What percent of your bankroll should a unit be not to wipe yourself out? Well, it all depends on your bankroll. You got a $2,000 bankroll, one unit should be, your normal wager should be $100. Never on any top play ever wager over 20% of your bankroll. So if you have $2,000 bankroll and I've got a top play game of the year, that means the most you're going to bet is $400. And you flat bet as much as you can. Okay? Just equal amount of money on every game, build it up. And then when you get up on the house's money, you hit them with a big one. That's what I've done in baseball. All on the house's money. Tonight, I hit them with a big one. Boom. That's the plan. Trust me. Okay? I got 2 dimes on this one tonight myself. This mic is fine. Don't be a hater. Whatever. There's going to be haters. People don't like you. Think you're a con artist, a ripoff guy, whatever. One thing about Docs, you guys ever just go over to Docs for free and look around the crap we got over there? Matchup programs, live odds and scores, the best articles in the business. Help 5 or 6 of these handicappers were sportsbook directors for MGM Properties. One of them, Rafael Esparza, helped set odds offshore. Trust me, we know what we're doing over there. Not kidding you. Yeah, Jimmy, I'm not interested. I'm exclusive with Docs. That's the way it stays. Appreciate it. John, thanks for tuning in. John Mann, thanks for tuning in. David Boom, your videos are the, gotcha, right? Thank you, Miguel. Yeah, Mark, I know that. I listen every day. What online site do you recommend that isn't 5 Dime? Due to legal reasons, I can't tell you that. There's a few over at Doc Sports that are highlighted. That's all I can say on that. Yeah. There you go. Good green 20. I'll be in Vegas. Cheers, mate. William Hill. Yeah. Yeah. Just leased a house yesterday in Vegas. Yeah. Starting June 1. So that's the deal. Well, guys, listen, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm going to sign out. Been on here 41 minutes. Once again, I'm going to give you my series best bets, my free plays on my free play video today. 7-unit top play, strongest play in baseball today. Come out over there at Doc's series best bets here, round 1. I'm going to take a small flyer on the Pacers plus 510. I'm going to take Utah plus 115 and New Orleans plus 190 on series bets. And those are flyers, not huge wagers. Throw $50, $100 down on each one. And, Cavs should be laying 650 at anyone. We talked about yesterday, my best bet tomorrow for a free play or whatever, the best underdog to win outright. I think it's got a chance, New Orleans. On Saturday's action, Sunday's action, Boston laying 4 against Milwaukee, Cleveland laying 6.5 against Indiana. Why? And, of course, Oklahoma City minus 3.5 against Utah. Houston minus 11 against Minnie. Minnie blew their wad in that last game. I think Minnie gets crushed. Yeah, those are the win the series, Jose. So I really Mark, Cavs won't play defense. They haven't played defense all year long. What's going to change? What's going to change now? And they're playing a good defensive team. And what wins championships? Defense. And you're laying minus 650 in the series? Cleveland might win it. They got the best player in basketball, bar none. That's not, I don't care if he's better than Jordan or Kobe, or you see those arguments all over Facebook and Twitter. I don't give a rat's ass. LeBron James, best player in the NBA. There's some that are close. So you got the best player in the NBA on the floor, you always got a chance. But anyway, and altcoin Dan, thanks. Glad you got it. Thanks, everybody. Get paid twice on payday. Thanks, John. San Antonio makes it close against the Curryless. Say that 3 freaking times fast. Golden State, no. Although I'll tell you, Coach Popovich is better coach than Kerr. One thing you got to consider, that's another aspect. NBA playoffs, coaching makes a difference. Yeah, I don't care about when Jimmy stealing picks, Jose. Yeah, go do your own work, brother. I'm doing mine. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. TGIF, hit happy hour tonight. Kick back, watch yourself a 7-unit winner in Major League Baseball. Let's nail that puppy. Let's get it done. And we appreciate you tuning in today. We'll do another one next week. Go check out the free play video, docsports.com. Thanks for tuning in.